Yo, what up, boy? Mind your manners. Listen, I gotta ask you, and don't you fucking lie to me, because I'll call you out and you know it.
What's up?
Andrew decides to call his son Hunter while he's on a live. Hunter is the teenage boy who was swimming with Summer, allegedly, on the day that she went missing.
What's up? Who you around right now? Oh, you ain't gonna like this one. She might want to hold it. This gonna cause a straight up argument.
What's up?
I don't care who you are or how little of a role you actually played in anything. If you are involved in any way in any true crime case, it is never a good idea to come onto YouTube and answer questions about it.
But good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
But you good though? Listen. If I could afford to get that for you, I would, my dude.
No, it's all good. I was just asking if you had any old ones because Allison fucking old.
Watch your mouth.
Are you on live?
Oh, wait. Yeah, it's that time of morning.
Andrew, you do realize that anything he says can be used against him. And you do realize that everybody on YouTube is going to analyze every word that he says.
Boy, did you put the boots in Candace?
No.
You didn't knock them boots? 110%. You did not sleep with that big nasty.
I don't like white women.
Yo. God bless.
That thing.
God bless. So you did not knock them boots, huh? Good boy.
After he asks him this question, you can hear Hunter's girlfriend in the background repeat the question to him again.
What?
So you didn't fuck in this?
No.
Yo, wait, flip that over to... See? I know. No, you straight. Listen, you straight. Listen, I know when the boy lying. I tell you, you know I'm gonna call his ass out. He ain't lying. At least he better not be, because if he learned how to lie to me with a straight face, I'd knock his teeth back.
No, I don't like that shit. I don't like white women.
He likes that. He likes that chocolate.
Nah, he like that caramel.
He likes the caramel.
You're way too early for this shit.
Hunter reveals that his mom owes him about $200. He says he paid for her phone and her phone bill.
No, I get what you're saying. I was just saying, like, I ain't got enough for it. But mom owes me about $200. God paid for her new phone and her phone bill.
Why are you paying her shit? She the adult. She's supposed to be paying you.
Hunter tries to explain why he had to pay his mom's phone bill, and Andrew cuts him off and changes the subject.
Because we was arguing with her fucking friends because they put up shotgun thinking shit was sweet at the house while I was on the home pass and just got home. And so, you know, I was arguing. I'm like, why the fuck you pulling up in my crib with a shotgun like you on shit? I said, if he's gonna blow that bitch, you would already been blown that motherfucker.
Listen, you been around Don Wells enough. Does that man always talk about his neck?
Prefer a pill? This is an injection-free weight loss option. Weight Loss by Hers offers access to oral medication kits.
What you talking about, dick?
Nah, does he always threaten people?
That bitch, you would already been blown that motherfucker.
Listen, you been
Off and changes the subject.
Because we was arguing with her fucking friends because they put up shotgun thinking shit was sweet at the house while I was on the home pass and just got home. And so, you know, I was arguing. I'm like, why the fuck you pulling up in my crib with a shotgun like you on shit? I said, if he's gonna blow that bitch, you would already been blown that motherfucker.
Listen, you been around Don Wells enough. Does that man always talk about his neck?
What you talking about, dick?
Nah, does he always threaten people?
I don't think so.
Well, you been around him. Like,
No, I'm saying,
this dude...
I ain't never heard him do it.
Maybe Hunter realized that that's probably not a story that he wants to tell on live, so he changes his tune and instead says this.
But no, I paid for her phone bill because I had enough money.
Hunter then reveals something that I'm pretty sure was probably supposed to be kept secret.
Why you looking at her like that?
Because you said, when we find out, I bet you it's gonna be a girl.
Let me find out. You talking way too fucking much on my live right now.
Oh, yeah.
And let me find out, because, you know, I got, listen. I'm gonna whoop you like your mama shoulda.
I hear you. Oh, with a chocolate?
I'm gonna hit you with the chocolate right across that crooked tooth of yours, motherfucker.
Oh shit.
And I'll make yours disappear like the rest of them.
Yeah, please do. God damn. At least that way, you know, I ain't gotta worry about teeth getting in my way when I go. I'm horrible. Good morning, everyone. Yes, this is how I usually talk to my children. At least the ones that are teenagers, anyway.
Well, I'm technically an adult, but it's okay.
Not till you 18.
Hey, I got 3 months.
Uh-huh. You had to follow suit with your daddy, though, right?
Yeah.
Yo, listen, how many times I gotta tell you? Stop taking page out of my book. Give that shit back.
But no, what was I gonna say before we started talking about this?
Hunter says that him and his girlfriend are basically already married.
Oh, by the way, you two all good now? You two done fighting like you're married already?
We are married. We just getting there.
Uh-huh.
Andrew says that he will not consent to them getting married until he officially meets Hunter's girlfriend.
You do realize I do not consent. You will not get married until you visit me first.
Okay.
Until there's an actual meeting besides phone wise of me and that little lady, I will fuck your wedding up. I will walk up into that bitch and I will crash it. Think I'm playing.
So how come you wasn't on the Xbox all the time?
My ass don't play games anymore.
So after a little bit of small talk, a little bit of poking fun at each other, some game talk.
No, it's a game called Rust.
I know what it is, and no, I don't fuck with that shit.
Eventually, they make their way back to the questions about Hunter and Candace's relationship.
Who interrupted your stream?
You
called me, mister.
No, you called me. And that's because I told you to call me, because I wanted to find out if you fuck Candace.
I'm pretty sure that Hunter does not want to be bothered with questions like these. Andrew even said after the live that Hunter was upset with him because he started asking him questions about the Summer Wells case.
Hell no.
You didn't have that blue waffle all up on you?
Maybe throw up. But no, I don't do white women. Sorry to tell you.
Good to hear.
I like mine a little dark. You feel me? You gotta have that little.
You gotta have that caramel.
You gotta have that beef stew. That medium rare. Means they're good.
That means watch your mouth. That means a whole lot of something. We should not be having this conversation right now.
Especially while he's on live.
We don't want to talk about your sex life, homie.
No, I get that.
I mean, ain't much I can say about it. I told him to rap it before he taps it, but he don't listen to me.
Yeah, you've been waiting for free.
Well, yeah, I can
He
say that.
says we don't want to hear about your sex life, but he legitimately just asked him a question about his sex life. Anyway, let's get back to the clearing up the rumors.
Bro, there's this nasty little rumor going. There's a rumor going around that you like to jack cars.
Like just take cars.
Mm-hmm. And I keep telling him the only thing he's taking for a ride is, his girlfriend.
Oh, well, that, and the only cars I take are the ones I've not been caught with.
You want to stop implicating yourself?
No, I'm just saying, well, I can't really say that, but I got in trouble for that a long time ago. But,
So did you ever jack a car with a kid in it?
no, I got set up. That's the whole thing. I got set up.
All right, keep talking.
So you remember that night I called you? I had a little blue flag around and I was smoking cigarettes.
Yeah. You were trying to be something you ain't. Yeah, we know.
Well, I don't do that shit anymore. This shit dead. But anyways, them 3 kids I was with, I called you with, like I was saying. So that night, they were supposed to go buy some vapes for $60 off this girl.
Yup.
They told me to go look at it.
All right.
So I went to go look at it. They said just put it in your hand. And so I put it in my hand and then she drove off. And I didn't know there was no kid in the car. I didn't know what was going on. And I turned around and the boys are gone.
Really? Okay. That story made absolutely no sense.
Oh, so you got set up because they wanted to take the car.
Okay. That story made absolutely no sense.
Oh, so you got set up because they wanted to take the car.
No, they wanted to take the vapes.
Oh shit.
And so me not knowing what the fuck going on, I'm about high as hell,
Well,
and ripping off my ass, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Mm-mm.
And then boom, I'm sitting there all dumbfounded and confused, and then her baby daddy pulled up to Alex. I was talking about, I try to rob her. I was like, no, I don't do stuff like that. I don't just take from somebody I don't know.
Now you just try to burn down houses because you don't know how to cook right. Yeah, motherfucker. And you sneak out with the fucking neighbor kid upstairs.
Neighbor kid upstairs.
Yeah, when you were hanging, or out of that, or you go next door and try to think I don't know what you're doing over at your Uncle Jeffy's house late at night. Motherfucker, we ain't stupid. We know you watching his porn stash.
Andrew, why are you ratting him out like that? You know thousands of people are going to be watching this.
Maybe.
Man, who the fuck are you playing?
Yeah.
I ain't stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. All right, I just want to clarify some shit. I know the other day I asked you if she was still breathing when you got out the car. You said yes. I know I just asked you if you porked Candace, and you said, and you ain't into white women. So, I mean, other than that, my dude, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, shit. You're pretty much... Listen, did you lie to the police?
Lie to the police about what?
About Summer? Did you lie to the police?
What the fuck I got to lie for?
Did them people, that when you did that interview with that dude, did he pay your mom?
I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Like I said, at the time, I got really fucked up here.
Well, obviously, you got a sister the same fucking age, bro. You gonna be fucked in the head. But all right, kid. I'll give you a call later on. Hey, rub your old lady's feet, would you?
It seems like he's going to get off of the phone with Hunter until he looks down at his chat and sees that some people are wanting him to answer some questions. So he says, wait. Did
you lie? Did you, in that interview, that to the best of your knowledge, did you lie when you did that interview on your porch?
No.
No?
Like I said,
Would you, when Candace showed back up the day after you got done talking to police, did she threaten you in any way? To the best of your mind?
She ain't say that. She said like that they took the tablets, the phones, all that shit, and then I don't even remember why she even came over.
Because you talked to police.
Well, I did then, but I'm fucking up police now.
So that contradicts what he said when he was interviewed by Chris McDonough, because he said that Candace came over to threaten him, telling him, you better watch what you say, something like that. Now he's saying that Candace didn't say nothing. She was just telling him that the police took the tablets, the TVs, all that stuff.
Who's Patty and something or other? I don't know. Do you know a Patty?
Patty?
Yeah, do you know one?
A lady that was with that one lady that claimed that she knew where someone was and all that shit.
Who the heck is Patty? How come Hunter's heard of Patty and I've never heard of Patty? Is she just one of the crazy loons that come out of the woodworks? If you know about Patty, comment below.
Okay, now did you ever go, have you been back to that hill since the day she went missing?
No. I've never even been close to that way.
Not since she went MIA?
No, I've never been close.
Did Candace try to threaten you in any way?
Okay.
I'm just asking, bro.
Look, I get what you say. But look at it. I don't take threats lightly.
No shit.
You don't take threats lightly. No, someone threatened me, I'm pretty sure I would have handled that myself.
I keep telling people this. Nobody wants to listen to me.
I don't care about none of the police about me. If I do the crime, I'm damn well gonna do the time.
Now,
I mean, time is money though.
Yeah, really. So you're saying I gotta pay my own kid to ask me questions? Fuck out of here.
Okay, him saying this, I might be wrong, but Hunter mentioning being paid makes me wonder whether he typically expects to be paid in order to speak on the Summer Wells case, because I've heard people say that at one time Andrew was charging people $5 for Hunter to answer questions, and it makes me wonder after hearing that if Hunter is the one who requested being paid for answering questions. Maybe not. I might be wrong.
It's the same. No, you wouldn't let me finish. I said time is money, so if someone play with my time, talking about they gonna threaten me out, I'm gonna just have to show them that it's not that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hang on.
I just don't like when a motherfucker just sit there and be like, you gotta do this, you gotta that, unless they knew what the fuck is going on. I have people on YouTube, but you wonder why. If I was really worried about what people were saying and thought they were lying, I would watch. Thought that they were a lot. I'm like worried about this shit. I would have been watching. I've not seen one YouTube video at all.
Well, listen. Here's my thing. All right, I just want to know: did Candace threaten you in any way?
No.
Okay.
If she would have threatened me, there would have been issues.
All right. Listen. Now, another thing. You already told me she was breathing. You already told me you didn't fuck her. You already told me she didn't threaten you. All right. Cool. You already said you have no clue whether or not the interview was paid for, which is good. Now I'm saying to the best of your knowledge because that was a long ass time ago. And if you're anything like your dad, you can't remember what you did yesterday.
So I can't remember what I did 5 minutes ago.
You on the phone with me, asshole?
Yeah.
But no, let me see. What else? Did you harm Summer in any way?
I looked at her as a little sister. I would never put my hands on a female. That's what I was raised by.
Well, no, I'm just saying in general. In general.
That is against like my every means. Like I would never hurt a female unless they had a gun to my face or then it was like beating her like that.
All right. So, somebody. Now you said to the best of your knowledge, you said Summer was breathing when you left the truck. Was she asleep or awake when you got out?
Didn't he say before that she was awake? Allison was the one who said she was asleep, and Hunter was saying that she was awake. I'm pretty sure.
All right. Now, milk jugs. What do they got to do with anything?
Oh, yeah, they were just
Listen, I know you've been through this 100 fucking times, my dude. But people are still trying to go back and say you did something to that little girl, and I want people to hear from your mouth of what's up. You know what I mean?
I don't get what you're saying, but people don't talk shit to you.
Nah. Listen, you got a lot of people right here that back you. People want to know where Summer changed her clothes at.
Changed her clothes?
Yeah, like she was in a swimsuit when y'all went swimming and shit. Did Candace roll up with her in a swimsuit already, or you have no fucking clue?
No, I can't remember.
Now he doesn't remember. He said before that Candace brought Summer inside of his house and changed her into her bathing suit. Remember, that's when he said that Allison was asleep in the bathroom, and that's why she didn't see
It's
Summer.
all right, no worries.
If you think you need to take 10,000 steps in order to see results, you're being lied to. I was 180 pounds when I...
Now, you said she went to Payless and got groceries. How long was she in there?
Remember, that's when he said that Allison was asleep in the bathroom, and that's why she didn't see Summer.
It's all right, no worries. Now, you said she went to Payless and got groceries. How long was she in there? Like 5-10 minutes?
We don't have a big list.
But so there was no. All right, where your uncle's calling. He's gonna have to wait. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. The milk jugs. You said you. Now the milk jugs you all picked up that day. The milk jugs you all picked up that day.
Yes, I did.
All right. Yeah, was Candace scared about what you were telling police?
I don't even know. Like, I don't speak to her. I don't do none of that shit.
Well, I'm saying when the shit went down.
No, I don't know.
All right. Was there some unknown figure floating around around the property about the time fucking Candace went MIA? I mean, Summer went MIA.
I can't remember.
All right.
You asked a question that like 3 or 4 years old. I can't remember.
You can kind of tell that Hunter is starting to get very annoyed with these questions. He's starting to answer everything with "I don't remember" or "I don't know."
Well, I'm just asking what people are asking me right now. But we know, man, you just like me. We can't remember shit. Was Gradus, to your knowledge, was Gradus there the day you went swimming?
Yes.
Huh?
I say yes.
Yeah? Don't worry, I got this. I'm too white to give a shit. I got this. Your uncle be pissy right now.
Okay. My phone about to die.
All right, hang up. I'll give me a call later.
All right, later.
Wait. There, that's all y'all get. Merry Christmas.
So they end the phone call, and like I said before, Hunter very quickly lets his dad know that he's not very happy with him.
I just need a secondary partner up here for a second.
Right.
Hunter's a little upset. Hunter's a little upset right now because I didn't pre-warn him that we'd be talking about Summer, so he's a little upset right now. But he said he asked if next time before I start talking about it to let him know ahead of time.